Hi, welcome to another episode of Beyond Chronic Disease. My name's Wendy Gathercole. I'm your host. How are you this week? Last week I did an episode on knowing your body, and healing is an inside job. Um, well, that's true. True for me. This week I want to share some more insights into knowing your body and how things may affect you or not. So just from what I what comes up for me. And although I know a lot of this because I've written about it and I've basically lived it for a long time, still, there's no such thing as perfect. And sometimes we can get so wrapped up in our life that we forget to do things or we overdo things or, anything like that. And I am living proof that, that can still happen. But when you know your body, you can adjust it straight away. Okay, so there was a time recently that I was, going to bed and I was a little bit hyped up. Okay, so then I looked at my day and what I had drank and what I hadn't drank, what I ate, hadn't eaten, whatever it was, and the way I was thinking. So I changed it up straight away. The very next day, whatever it was, I can't remember exactly what it was. It could have been too much coffee. I'm not 100% sure. Could have been a coffee later in the day, possibly the cause of it. But if I didn't know my body, then I wouldn't have been able to work out what affected it. I wouldn't have been able to work out a solution, and I wouldn't have had a good night's sleep the next night. I would have kept going in that cycle of unwellness and not enough sleep. And then, of course, the longer you're in that cycle, then your body takes on stress because you can't think, you can't handle anything because you get irritable, right? So this is where knowing your body is really instrumental. It's really instrumental in changing up how things affect you, how to make different choices in your day to make your life better, to make you feel better within yourself. Now, I've got lots of things like that. Like, we travel a little bit and we don't, it's not the takeaway as such, but it's the buying food. Even if you're buying health food per se, it's still not food that you make from home. And a lot of that, it's still processed to that degree that you wouldn't have at home. Oh, well, I wouldn't have at home. So after, consuming a lot of foods like that, I can get quite upset in the gut. Not like the Crohn's, not to that degree of pain in my side, but just feeling generally unwell. So I know that it's from that food because I'm that in tune with my body. And I do if I don't. I do if I don't. I do ask my body if I don't know what the problem was. It's just a matter of being in tune with your body and not thinking about the answer, but what your body comes up with. And when I say that, if you take a moment, not while you're watching this, because you're distracted, if you get into a quiet space and you really take a moment to be with yourself, to be quiet and get in tune with your body, you will be able to ask it a question and you will get a response straight away. That very first response is your answer, as long as it's not coming from your thinking brain. It's coming from your body, your heart space, your stomach. That is where I get my answers from. Okay, so know your body. It's really instrumental in your well-being. It, how else can you work out what upsets it? How, I don't know how else you could do that. Like, how do you know why you get a rash? Like what that rash came from if it just pops up overnight? Oh, that could be stress, by the way. You know, unless you know your body, you won't be able to answer that. So get in tune with your body today. How do we do that? Well, I have a meditation that will be coming soon. Maybe it will be attached to this podcast that will enable you to scan your body and work out where it sits. It's amazing. It truly is. So, in tune with your body today and see what lands on it over the next few days. And I'd be super excited to hear from you because I think this is truly amazing. Now, until next week, I will see you then and hope this has helped you in some way, shape, or form. Bye for now.